Is the FCC ignoring the science on EMF exposure? So here's the thing. Are your devices really safe? See, the FCC says yes, but new research is raising some serious questions. So I wanted to dive deep into some of these outdated guidelines that maybe could be putting you at risk. So first, what is the FCC? Well, the FCC is responsible for regulating communication technology in the US, including setting safety standards for radio frequency or RF exposure. Now, fun fact I just found out by doing this research. Do you know the last time the FCC updated the EMF safety guidelines? 1996. So think about that for a second. What technology was around in 1996? Flip phones. That was the cutting edge. Things have changed a little bit since then. And here's the kicker. Their guidelines focus only on preventing thermal effects, basically making sure your body doesn't heat up from RF radiation, which is clear to see technology isn't doing that. But since 1996, research has shown that RF radiation can actually cause non-thermal effects like DNA damage and increased cancer risks. In fact, in 2020, the Children's Health Defense, at the time led by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., sued the FCC over its outdated guidelines. The U.S. Supreme Court of Appeals ruled in their favor, stating that the FCC ignored scientific evidence, especially concerning children's health. And interestingly enough, despite this legal win, the FCC still has not updated its regulations. Now, the American Academy of Pediatrics is even speaking out. The AAP is one of the leading health organizations for children. They've even called for stricter EMF safety measures. So hopefully that goes the right way. What's wild about this, when you start kind of diving deep into it, is a Harvard report even exposed the FCC as a captured agency, meaning it's heavily influenced by the telecom industry. Then we're led to believe these big tech companies that are potentially causing EMF exposure all around us on a daily basis does not want to take responsibility for this. So who should? Are these big tech companies influencing studies or regulations, saying that these devices are safe, but really they're not? But you're thinking, oh, well, if the FCC is not going to act on this, what can I do? We can avoid cell phones and Wi-Fi routers, but that's probably not going to happen. Well, Aries technology could be the solution. See, they're the leader in EMF protection, initially developed for military applications. Their products transform harmful EMF waves into biologically compatible forms, which is reducing the potential risks. We can't get rid of technology, but very similar to how cars were invented and turns out they were dangerous because people were flying out of them, the seatbelt came along. Cars didn't go away. We just added safety precautions to make cars a little bit safer. Doesn't mean they're completely safe, but it does help. So if you're looking to potentially reduce the risks of EMF radiation, I would definitely check out Aries, and you can even use the code INTUNE30 to get a discount at checkout. For more deep dives into EMF research, check out the Wave Forward podcast.